Americans spend $40 billion a year on coffee. Wow. This morning, Starbucks, though, is looking for an even bigger share of that pile by offering its biggest beverage yet. Early show consumer correspondent Susan Koeppen is here with the details. Now, they are going, I mean, forget supersize. This is like, it's ridiculous size.
It's big time. It's called Trenta, which means 30, but it's really 31 ounces. So how big is that? I have an example over
here. A large vase. See?
So that is 31 ounces of coffee. So this is only going to be for their iced beverages, though. You can get an iced coffee, something like an iced tea.
Right. Can you imagine walking down the street with that?
You know,
obviously the plastic cup is a little more portable than the large vase.
So, and we don't have the actual cup because it's only rolling out in a few states today. 14 states will get the Trenta today. Places like Florida and Texas, California.
Places where it's not snowing right now, perhaps, and you don't need 31 ounces of a cold beverage in January.
California will get it in February, and then it goes nationwide in May. So we in New York City will be able to get it in May.
We'll have to wait a little bit. But this really kind of boggles the mind because back in the day, there wasn't even a venti at Starbucks. It was short, tall, and grande. Now this is the range of sizes, and it starts out at what, a tall is 10, 12 ounces?
For the ice, it's like 12 ounces,
so
9 ounces, something like that.
Why do we need 31 ounces of coffee? What is their reasoning behind this?
Starbucks says their customers want it. And listen, they're not the first one to do it. You know, Dunkin' Donuts has a 32-ouncer. McDonald's has a 32-ouncer. Starbucks is coming out with 31 ounces. So, and if you want to know the price of this thing, it's going to be about 50 cents more than if you're upgrading from the venti in your area. And the prices vary from area to area. So say, for example, here in New York City, it'll be $3.45.
And that's just iced coffee. That's not a fancy frappuccino.
No, that is the Trenta iced coffee, $3.45. That works out to be 11 cents an ounce. And then if you bought it every single day for a year, you would spend $1,259.25. It's a lot of money on coffee.
I'm processing. I'm just sitting here processing all of that. Not only is it a lot of money, but it's a lot of caffeine.
It is a lot of caffeine. So we're still waiting for the official nutrition on this one, but we've been told by Starbucks it's definitely going to be more than 200 milligrams, more than 2 Red Bulls. So the venti 160, the Trenta more than 200, 2 Red Bulls, more than 2 Red Bulls.
That's amazing. You talked a little bit about the prices and the, basically a large mortgage payment that you would be spending over a year if you were buying one of these every day. How does it work out, though, when you're looking at the comparable? We have a Dunkin' Donuts coffee. We have one from McDonald's. Is it around the same price for that much coffee?
Yeah, it's not so bad. So depending on your favorite coffee, if you're going for the Starbucks and you're going for the super big daddy, it's 11 cents an ounce, as I mentioned. Dunkin' Donuts, it works out to be 11 cents an ounce. And McDonald's, it works out to be 7 cents an ounce. So it's not that bad when you break it down. If you're thinking that Starbucks is way overpriced, not the case when you look at all the other guys.
Which is interesting. This is just a personal question.
Yeah.
Are you concerned at all if, excuse me, I'm like so choked up about this.
Would you like a sip?
I could take a swig of coffee. Is there any concern, since you're the consumer correspondent, and we sort of joke about how you say things are going to kill you, but is there any concern about, your coworkers being too hyped up on caffeine?
Listen, okay, my husband drinks a lot of coffee, and when I told him about this last night, he said, wow, that's a lot of coffee. And he's somebody who drinks coffee all day long. So, but we were watching Twitter, we were watching people on Facebook yesterday. A lot of people saying, hooray, Starbucks, thank you for my big coffee.
People love big drinks in this country.
They do.
Just look at the Slurpees.
And now you have it.
All right. Wow. And you can lift weights while you're doing it if you get it in the glass vase. Thank you,
You're welcome.
always.